Hello friends, Athena here, and today I'll be talking about 5 common ingredients marketed to whiten and brighten the skin, commonly used in skincare products. It is important to remember that I'm not a dermatologist or a licensed esthetician. I am a chemical engineer and skincare enthusiast, so it's important to make sure you ask your dermatologist before making drastic changes to your skincare routine. Depending on where you are in the world, these ingredients can either be marketed as whitening or brightening, and these ingredients are desirable because they can treat a variety of different skin issues, such as hyperpigmentation, sunspots, melasma, and other forms of skin discoloration. The 5 ingredients I'll be talking about today are hydroquinone, arbutin, niacinamide, licorice root extract, and vitamin C. These ingredients are commonly formulated as serums or creams, and I'll go through how each of them function within your skin and common dosage amounts. The first ingredient I'm going to talk about is hydroquinone. Hydroquinone typically has to be prescribed by a dermatologist in concentrations above 4%, but in 1982 the FDA approved the sale of over-the-counter versions in less than 2% concentration. However, recent FDA changes to the CARES Act have altered how the FDA will review and approve over-the-counter drugs. This has made it so that both over-the-counter and prescription hydroquinone can't be marketed as such. Pre-existing and new hydroquinone products will have to go through a new drug application process. Hydroquinone is not meant for long-term usage, so after your skincare issue has been resolved, you should discontinue use of it. Hydroquinone can cause contact dermatitis in those with extremely sensitive skin, and prolonged usage of above 6 months has been reported to cause exogenous ochrinosis, which is a blue-black skin pigmentation in the application area. Hydroquinone is thought to function as a skin lightener by inhibiting the enzyme tyrosinase. This means that less tyrosine and L-dopa are converted into dopaquinone, which is the precursor to melanin production. The main safety concern with hydroquinone as an ingredient is that it will oxidize to produce the chemicals p-benzoquinone and hydroxybenzoquinone, and these two chemicals, they will kill your melanocytes, which are the cells that produce the melanin in your skin. This causes excessive skin damage, and this is why it's a skin sensitizing ingredient. The next ingredient I'm going to talk about is arbutin. This is a naturally occurring hydroquinone derivative. Arbutin also functions as a tyrosinase inhibitor, but it has the added function of also preventing melanosomes from reaching maturity. It is reportedly less cytotoxic to your melanosomes, which is safer for your skin. In terms of dosage, studies have shown arbutin to be effective in as little as 1 to 2% concentrations. However, in one study in conjunction with laser treatment, it was used in a 7% concentration. So clearly it has a pretty wide margin before it becomes an issue for sensitive skin. Random side note, so right now we have the kind of very cytotoxic hydroquinone, followed by arbutin, which is less cytotoxic. However, even less than that, there is an arbutin derivative called Deoxyarbutin, which has also been proven to be a tyrosinase inhibitor and has shown promise in being effective on guinea pigs. However, its efficacy on humans is still a little bit dubious, but with further study, I think it could be an interesting alternative that provides even less cytotoxicity towards the melanosomes and is less of a skin irritant. The third ingredient I want to talk about today is niacinamide. Niacinamide poses very little concern for skin irritation when looking at skin sensitivity studies, and unlike most skin lighteners or brighteners, instead of inhibiting tyrosinase, it actually works by targeting melanosome transfer from the melanocytes to the keratinocytes. It shows no effect on cell viability and is reversible. The studies I read used between a 4 to 5% niacinamide concentration, which was applied topically for about 8 weeks, and these were successful in reducing both melasma and hyperpigmentation on the test subjects. I'll of course have the studies linked down below for you guys. Since niacinamide is very low risk in terms of skin sensitivity, I wouldn't be put off by higher concentrations of niacinamide in a product. In fact, I use a toner that's 10% niacinamide and I've never had any skin irritation issues. I would consider niacinamide one of the safer options because what it does to the skin and the melanosome transfer is reversible and leaves no lasting damage to your cell viability. The fourth ingredient we're going to talk about today is licorice root extract. The components in licorice root extract that are thought to help with lightening and brightening are gabardine, licoritin, and Lancôme A. Both gabardine and Lancôme A are tyrosinase inhibitors, while licoritin works by helping to disperse melanin in the skin, and this is aided by the pyran ring, which is part of its chemical structure. The main study I found about licorice root extract efficacy had licoritin used at a concentration of 20% for 4 weeks. However, I'd probably aim for a lower concentration with a bit more prolonged use, mainly because when I introduce a new ingredient into my skincare, I try to go for a lower concentration just to build up a tolerance and avoid any possible skin irritation issues. The last skin lightening or brightening ingredient I'm going to be talking about today is vitamin C, otherwise known as ascorbic acid. There's a lot of information already out there on vitamin C, but the reason why it's sometimes suggested as a lightening and brightening ingredient is because as an antioxidant, it is able to reduce the dopaquinone, which is the precursor to melanin, back into the dopa form, meaning that it avoids the melanin production process altogether. It has also been shown to help protect the skin against UV irradiation damage. Vitamin C is very, very unstable in aqueous formulations. Therefore, it's really important to make sure that your vitamin C products are in opaque and airtight packaging stored in cooled conditions, because vitamin C is very sensitive to light degradation, oxidation, and high temperatures. Be sure to throw away any vitamin C products you have that have experienced a color shift from a whitish color to, once again, the yellow or orange color. That means that it has oxidized completely. You'll find vitamin C in a variety of concentrations. You can find up to 100% vitamin C in powder form, or you can find solutions that are up to 30%. However, if you're new to vitamin C, I would start at a lower concentration to let your skin build up a tolerance to it. Personally, I do feel vitamin C on my skin. It's kind of like a prickly sensation. It doesn't cause any contact dermatitis or any redness, but I do believe it's an ingredient that you sort of have to build up a tolerance for. I'll link a study down below which explored different concentrations of vitamin C and their effect against preventing hyperpigmentation from UV radiation, just in case you're interested. Anyways, that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more videos like this, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment down below with what you want to see next.